It's here. It's finally here. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Almighty King 256. I'm back with another gameplay video. In this video, I'm just playing some Madden NFL 24 against my friend Cdsgolfer. We're just playing right now. I got the game, but he's on a PS4. You know, we cooking up and playing Madden. I got the Kansas City Chiefs. He got the Baltimore Ravens, the most overrated team inside the game, with Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes is just like a cheat code. He can literally do everything. He can throw side-on passes. He can throw straight point passes. No, he can do everything. But it's just like I told you guys. I'm going to keep my promise. I'm trying my best to post videos daily. If you want to see more videos like this on my face or whatever, or any gameplay mode like Madden mode, if you don't got the game or whatever yet, send me a friend request. I'm accepting friend requests or whatever, and like we can make a party together, and like I can share play Madden, and you can get the feel of the game. Even though you're on PS4 or whatever on PS5, you know I would share play the game if you want me to. But like I said, your boy is coming back with like more videos coming soon. 2K videos, Call of Duty, food reviews and stuff like that. As always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, it's me, your boy, Almighty King 256. Have a good day. Peace.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But Charles, this Ravens team been so successful in recent years, 10 or more wins in 4 of the last 5 seasons. What do they need to do to take that next step?
Well, the way the Ravens have played for a lot of their franchise history, we know the defense is going to take care of business. They're going to keep you in every ball game. I think on offense, can they throw the ball more proficiently, especially out wide to the receivers, and make plays that way to continue to open up running lanes for a team that we know loves to move the ball along the ground.
And then for the visiting Chiefs, what a year it was. A 3rd Super Bowl appearance in 4 years, a 2nd title, and it's definitely the MVP, Patrick Mahomes, that makes it all go.
And just watching his development, his maturity over the years as a starting quarterback, we know about the gifts, we know about the talent, but now you add in the mental side of the game, and he controls every aspect for Kansas City.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Jackson. And incomplete to open things up.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham from 10 yards out. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. That's into the hands of Fortson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 and 10. 1st 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 and 10. 1 They fake the give. Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 28. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On play action, it's Mahomes. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. There on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. It's caught by OBJ. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Jackson now. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's got room. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Butker on for the PAT. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still third down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now it's Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Let's turn it up.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did, because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better, because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. They go play fake. Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That is intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 21-14, a minute 54 on the clock. Jackson to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they were looking for more than a spark to get this drive going. They wanted the big hitter, but it was not to be. They've still got ticks on the clock left. I don't think you need the big one just yet, but definitely time's a factor here with under 2 minutes to go.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's fourth down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He's got him in. Complete. And finally down at the 42-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's first and 10. Steps away to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. This is first and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. Throwing. Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A big loss on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it, got right to the quarterback, no chance on that fourth down.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike, and that'll be caught. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that